Hello everyone and welcome back to Italian F4 in 2025. It is time to go racing. We're getting ready for what should be an interesting race as we bring you the delayed coverage of race 3. Well, it is great to have your company wherever you might be watching from in the world. We are getting ready to begin this race, which should hopefully be an interesting contest. I'll run you to the grid now. And then the cars will find themselves getting into position. Okay, so on the grid it is going to be Alexander Bondarev. He will be next to Kei Nakamura Berta, who will go from second place. Maximilian Popov's in third, and then it's Newman Shi, who will go from fourth. So surprised to see him back with us and already racing, but it was great to hear that he was okay after that incident that he had yesterday. Emmanuel Olivieri's in fifth, Salim Han is in sixth. Reno Francot's in seventh, Gabriel Gomez is in eighth. And then in ninth, it is Sebastian Weldon. In 10th, it's Alex Powell. Then it's the near free next to Andrea Charles Dupé, who takes the next row of the grid. And then it is going to be Artem Severyukin next to Maxim Vrem. And then Lucas Samalisto next to Bart Harrison. So an interesting 2 rows of the grid that is, I think it is fair to say. As we journey our way to the next few rows. Kavi Ranarag and Alexander Ruta, David Walter, and in 20th position, Dante Vinci. Gonna be very important. Emily Cotti 21st, Marcus C to 22nd, Theo Short 23rd, and then David Cosma Christopher in 24th position. And then in 25th, it's Luca Vesciano. In 26th, it's Phil Collins Stranger. And then it's Elia Louis Reyes in 27th. And Andrea Kostic in 28th position. In 29th, it's Guy Albach. In 30th, it's Peyton Vescott. Bada Al-Salati is next to Kirill Kutskov. They are 31st and 32nd. And then in 33rd, it's Alexander Savinkov, and in 34th, it's Cornelia Olkutska. Understandably, a very much reduced grid compared to what we are used to in Italian F4. Okay, here we go then. Nervy moments beginning. Cars getting themselves into position. How is this one going to play out is my question, as we're about to get everyone into place on the grid in Italian F4. Could be a little bit frenetic, this one. It really could. Prepare yourself, everybody, for hopefully a very interesting start. The starts can decide a lot when it comes to this championship, if it is hard to overtake, which we have seen around the circuit before as well. Green flag at the back. Here come the lights. 3, 4, 5 red lights in Imola. Italian F4 is underway with a good reaction time from the premiers off the front row, and Maximilian Popov will tuck in behind and try slipstream with them, and they are going to go wheel to wheel. Bondarev making the inside line. That's the choice he decides to maintain the lead into turn 1. Kei Nakamura Berta in second place, trying to challenge his teammate. Can he do it? It's neck and neck. Contact, and this car's round. Car's round in the background of our shot there. And that is a dramatic race start immediately as Kei Nakamura Berta looks round the outside, can't get through, and he's still in second place. Popov in third, and then it is Newman Shi in fourth position. The yellow flags are out. Kei Nakamura Berta still looks to the outside. He's not giving this one up one bit, is he? He really wants to go for it. This is so tight, and he's going to get a huge opportunity now. He is defending his Bondarev to the inside line, and we are going to see now off the road there. There's the moment. We've got a car off the road. We'll confirm in a moment who that is for you. I think that's David Walter, one of the cars involved, as it is wheel to wheel for the lead of the race. And around the outside, Kei Nakamura Berta. Was he able to take the lead? Yeah, I think he's got it. The camera cuts away. Who's going to be in the lead? It is going to be Kei Nakamura Berta. Bondarev doesn't want to give it up. And hitting the front as the safety car comes out. It's Kei Nakamura Berta. And how about that, everybody? How about that? as they make their way by. What an interesting start to the contest that was. And we've got the safety car that is deployed in Italian Formula 4. So, my voice is going to completely go at the end of this race, probably. At the end of the GB3 race, especially. Later on today, race 3. Let's go back to the start. Ian Silvestrian, what do you have to say about it?
Vinci goes straight ahead. Parked in the gravel. This is Dante getting back on track. With an askew front wing, the Australian will have to pit. May not go a lap down. There's David Walter into the gravel. Dante Vinci will try and get a look at the Van Amersfoort racing team. They'll go to work on Dante Vinci's car under safety car conditions.
They will indeed. We're going to do this Wimbledon style a little bit. Where under the safety car, I will be on camera still, but I'll let Ian Silvestrian talk us through a little bit. Just be in the background a bit. Like we did with Wimbledon coverage, where you just had coverage. Now, of course, this commentator will talk more, of course, with it being racing, and Ian Silvestrian. So I'm not intending to talk, but I've just got it on in the background. But like, I will maybe come in for like a little bit. We'll do that across the broadcast with under the safety car. So I'll let him talk for a few minutes because yeah, my voice is starting to go, and I think just for health reasons for the moment, because I know it's been a very stressful day with technical issues, which, you know, I mean, in the real world, you do have people who will help you with it. You're kind of alone with this. You're really alone with this, so it can be quite stressful trying to fix stuff. The Porsche Rebel 1 Supercar race, while it was an amazing race, and while I loved it between Dehan and Gueretti, my word, I can't wait for the Netherlands, but, oh, stressful stuff. Okay, Ian Silvestrian, I'll let you take it away for a few moments.
And at the end of this lap, Dante Vinci tries to join up to the back of the pack in 33rd. The final position, still on the lead lap. The race being led, Kin Nakamura-Berta, the championship leader in position 1. Just reminding you, Gomez, on your screen, has moved up to 2nd in the series. He's moved up to 6th position from grid 8 off the start. David Walter is out. The Maffei Racing team here at Imola with 4 cars. They're down to 2. Nathaniel Betterby, one of 5 drivers, unable to start this morning.
Yeah, we saw the sight of him, didn't we, Ian? Walk away after the incident that there was yesterday. Which, yeah, it was great to see everyone walk away, I have to say, from. It was a frightening accident. We couldn't get race 2. I think we might have to get a rescheduled one at some point later in the year. I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm free in Misano. Misano weekend, I'm free for all of it. I think Spain. I don't know if Spain clashes with anything. Hopefully not. But okay, let's see how this race is gonna play out. 4 races in Spain could be quite fun, to be fair. Right, let's go racing. Kin Nakamura-Berta leading the way as he will take us round the last corner. And we are green in Italian F4 once more. And KNB, the championship leader, P1, as he heads down towards the Tamburello chicane. In 2nd is Bondarev. In 3rd is Popov. Who is going to be contending? Gabriel Gomez, the driver 2nd place in the championship, going on the attack up against Emanuele Olivieri, who isn't even a hurdle because he just sailed a long way round. That was magnificent stuff. That was magnificent to find a way by, and that is a change of position there. It has been quite fascinating. It's been quite interesting so far. Bondarev remaining with his teammate. Bondarev really trying to kickstart his season, isn't he? And at the same time, Salim Hanna has a look up the inside. Salim Hanna tries to take the positions and can't do so for the moment. It's wheel to wheel. I think that's Rino Franco going for it on the outside. He can't find a way through, but I think that was front wing clip there, and we're off. Off the road, we're going to go with Emanuele Olivieri off into the gravel trap. Yellow flags flying again. Such a disappointment, as I think Reno Francot's front wing surely is going to be damaged. That will surely be his front wing gone. Two Varianti Alta. It's a tight part of the circuit. They all bunch up, don't they? Popov's got a chance for second place. Look how close he is to Bondarev if you are synced up with us. It's going to be very interesting. But yeah, bit of a clipping there for Reno Francot and Emilia Olivieri as they were battling their way through. Popov with the dart, Popov with a look. Can't find his way through at the moment in time. And Reno Francot in the pit lane. That is disappointment for the PHM driver in the E4 Championship. A few weeks ago in France, he of course took the first ever win, or took a first win of the season for PHM. It's getting aggressive in the mid-pack, as you would expect, because it's Italian F4. It's Bart Harrison who's ahead, and they are all debating it out, with Luca Samalisto on the outside of Kabir Anurag. The incident, by the way, has been noted between those two drivers of Reno Francot and Emilia Olivieri. We arrived to Piratella, and it is still the field bunch. It is still the field close. Into Akram Minerali. Kabir Anurag is around the outside of Samalisto, who arrived into Akram Minerali all out of shape, I have to say. I thought he was going to slide into the side of Anurag. Car 25 and 95 in turn 19, which is the Ratzis, has been noted as well. We go through. 21 minutes to go on the clock. Does Bondarev have momentum? Does Bondarev have a chance to overtake his teammate Kei Nakamura Berta, who is trying to break the slipstream? He is going to be getting closer and closer. Here comes Kei Nakamura. Here comes Bondarev. Kei Nakamura Berta defends to the inside. Bondarev has a look, but no way through. Fastest lap goes to the driver in 6th, and that's Salim Hanna at the moment. The star, of course, of the British F4 Championship, the Silverstone event especially. And he also took a win in Alton Park. Through the Villeneuve chicane to Toza. So that was good closing speed for Bondarev. He needs to be just a little bit more closer, and then he'll give himself a realistic chance to overtake. So it's a slightly challenging one, but opportunity is absolutely there. Into the braking zone. Kei Nakamura Berta is going to try and get himself in the mix. We've got a correction. It was cars 52 and 95. That'll be investigated in turn 19. So that's, of course, Savinkov, I think that is. And also Anurag. This is car 19. Around the final corner. 19 minutes to go on the clock. Plus 1 lap in the Italian F4 Championship. 7/10 this time around. So will not be a change this time by. Into the first turn. Bondarev getting closer and closer and closer. Can't overtake at the moment. That's the challenging thing. Now it's 0.4 of a second. Oh, we had some cars going through the gravel there. Absolute drama in the Italian F4 series. Key Nakamura Berta just doing enough at the moment. Bart Harrison in 10th is setting the fastest lap. Nice to see that. You've got some other drivers also pushing on hard. And pushing on hard to a level where they're being able to set the fastest lap of the race. Bart Harrison dropped 8 tenths behind Maxime Vrem. So I think that's why he's gone on the attack and then some, because he knows he has to close back in. As well. As the racing still has over 17 minutes and 30 seconds to go, so still plenty of time, plus a lap of course that we always add on in an Italian F4 contest. Okay, going back to what happened yesterday, we had a big crash of course that we mentioned. Now I need to actually do that in a second. We'll talk about that in a moment, because I think Bondurev's close to Key Nakamura Berta. So this could be the moment where our change of lead comes in this race. Bondurev closing in. Is he going to be close enough by the time they hit the anchors for Tamburello chicane? No, not this time around. Okay, so I'll continue. We of course had the big crash. We've already mentioned that. But they basically said that if possible they will try reschedule it. So I'd assume that's either in Spain or that's either in Misano. Misano probably already has 4 races. So if they reschedule in Misano, then it'll be 5 races. But if they reschedule it in Spain, then it would be 4 races, I would assume. It would be the same grid, and there would be 25 minutes in total. By the way, of racing they would do. I think Alexander Rutas had problems. Yellow flags were flying. Yellow flags were flying. The race control messages, by the way, they are absolutely lying to us. Race control message is absolutely lying to us. Yellow flags are out, and yeah, there's Alexander Ruta, who's lost out. Ruta's lost out, and the marshal's trying to push. This could be the safety car if they can't do it. Just went off into the gravel in a big way. Will this be the safety car if they can't clear it? Is there the chance for a change to come between Key Nakamura Berta and Alexander Bondurev on his way to the rookie win? Can he take the overall win though? Out of the final corner, foot to the floor. Bondurev's got a chance. It's the closest that it's been coming onto this straight. And Key Nakamura Berta will know that he has to break the toe if he is to maintain the lead this time around. Here's the chance for Bondurev. K&B defends. Bondurev around the outside into the Tamburello chicane. And it's not going to be a switch at the moment. The Premers are close together though. And it's got to be all on the attack for Bondurev from this point onwards. He needs to force K&B to defend. Does K&B cover the inside line? No. They will go into Villeneuve, both tied, connected together, nothing to separate them. Bondurev's got the fastest lap of the race, and if these two Premers don't resolve their issues now, Popov is waiting in behind to capitalize. What a fight in the battle of who's gonna win in Italian F4. It has been dramatic. It has been incredible. Into Piratello we go. They navigate their way by. And it looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting race for the remainder as they make their way by around this very interesting configuration of circuit. An old school circuit, as we mentioned, which can always deliver the goods and it can always deliver the chaos. Here we go. Bondurev's close towards the Varazza. You don't want to go for it into Varazza. You've got to wait. He places the car on the outside. K&B defends on the inside. This could be a battle. Heading down towards now what will be the start-finish straight. Here we go. Once again, this is really close between Key Nakamura Berta and Alexander Bondurev. what a fight between the premiers in their home race to see who's going to win this. And Key Nakamura about to defend. Bondarev around the outside. That's not the way to go. It has not been the way to go so far unless you're a full car length alongside. And he has to stick in behind for the moment. Bondarev this time has a look into Villeneuve. But there is realistically nothing doing there into Villeneuve. So you've got to be patient. You've got to be careful in terms of what you decide to do. Into the first few corners if you are further back. But the rest of the field have such an advantage that they're already in the middle of sector attacking. Quite the difference. I've not had any food today. I had a coffee this morning and that's it. I've not had any food today. So it's what? 2 PM in the UK and I've not had any food. So I am absolutely starving. I'm absolutely starving. Honestly, I'm not doing the best, I think it is fair to say. Which is why I've let Ian and George Morgan across Frecker and all of the races that you'll see today. I've let them take a lot of the world feed. The safety car period, sorry. Because even though I cover them myself sometimes, just not in a position right now to. Okay, back to the battle between our leaders. Are we about to get ready for part? I don't even know anymore. But here we go. Bondarev around the outside. He's a full car length alongside this time. Baki Nakamura Berta has the response. Has the answer. Superb stuff. As they make their way through. And now run down towards Villeneuve. An extraordinary race. And now Popov. Popov's got a chance. If you don't pass, you could be passed. It's pass or be passed stuff. That did not sound the way it needed to. But now here we go. Popov's tucking in behind. Popov's tucking in behind Bondarev. And Bondarev covers the inside. Popov around the outside. That won't work. Yellow flags are flying. What has happened around this circuit? Who's had a moment? Will be so interesting to see who's the driver who's had a moment on this circuit. Safety car's out. It's the 91. Oh, that will be Olkutska. Cornelia Olkutska with that moment. And the safety car's deployed. So we get a little bit more time given to us. To relax as we are behind the safety car. Okay, Ian Silvestrian. I'll stay on camera, but we'll let Ian Silvestrian take over just to get a few words in.
In 22nd place, the sole remaining entry for the ambitious Muffy Racing team. Denny, Chris Muffy, we feel for you guys. They've put a tremendous effort into this team. Big plans for the future, a world-class presentation. But they've had no luck this weekend. They come to the track with 4 cars. They've got 1 remaining.
Yep. Have indeed.
So once again, Federico Caridi leads the race. And that is the driver of the magnificent safety car, who picks up King Nakamura Berta, who gets a slight reprieve. Cornelia's car is almost already off the track. Fabulous work from the team here at Imola once again. We cannot give them enough praise for their outstanding efforts here this weekend. And there you can see, just as we point that out, safety car in this lap. Very quick recovery. Surely as good as any safety recovery team in the world.
Ooh, interesting take.
And that even includes NTT IndyCar World Series in
Oh,
America.
he's mentioned it.
And of course, the Royal Automobile Club of Monaco, who have had a fabulous reputation over the decades for removing cars while drivers have even still been in the cockpit. The team at Imola have removed Cornelia Olkutska's car, and the safety car will pull into pit lane at the end of this lap. Kim Nakamura-Berta, who was under tremendous pressure. This is his American teammate, Sebastian Weldon, who's in P8. He's third in the championship. Nakamura-Berta to withstand the pressure, if he can, for another 8 minutes and 1 lap. So the order is Nakamura-Berta, P1, there's Bondarev, Max in P3, Newman, Shi, Gomez, Hanna, Powell, Weldon, Harrison 9, Severukian in P10. There's Anurag, just ahead of Luka Samalisto, Frey, Rem, Kostic. Fantastic drive from the Serbian, grid 28. Kostic, Andrea is up to 15th and has set the fastest lap of the race, a 47 dead, 147.068. He was also the fastest driver in race 1 yesterday. The US Racing driver ahead of Teo Schropp, Visoriano, who's kept his nose clean, ahead of Weiss, Savinkov, Strange, Marcus Sata, the sole remaining Maffei car, Kutskov, Cosman Christopher, Emily Cotti, Dante Vinci from pit lane. He is now back into 25th.
They are indeed. Let's go racing once again in Italian F4. Well, Ian Silvestrian is believing that there is still an opportunity. Out of the final corner, foot to the floor, we are green once again, and it is going to be Premers out in front, 1 and 2. But who's going to win this race? Key Nakamura-Berta just defends and places the car where he needs to. And then he's all over the shop, isn't he? As he tries to defend this. What an absolutely brilliant Italian F4 race it has been. We're taking down to the final stages of it, everybody. Just a few more minutes to go. In the background, I think that's Weldon going for it. Weldon to the inside. Up against Bart Harrison. And Bart Harrison has shown the gravel. He won't be happy about that one. Now Anurag's going to take advantage and say thank you very much and take the place. Up he goes. Superb stuff. As they make their way by, it's all over the road in the background. What a dramatic race it is turning out to be. Is there anything that our leaders can do? Is there any changes left? Who's going to win this? Will it be Key Nakamura-Berta? Or will it be Alexander Bondarev? KMB doing enough at the moment, it looks like. And he's having to defend. Here we go. The battle for the lead will take centre stage once again, because Alexander Bondarev to the outside line. He's a full car length ahead, only for a second though, because Key Nakamura-Berta much more later on the brakes takes back the position. He's offline though. Bondarev knows that there's a chance to fight back. This one could go down to Villeneuve. Bondarev sends it down the inside. Can he finally take the lead? He's been trying this move for a while. We've not seen the battle go to this part of the circuit yet, and now it is. And now Popov's got a chance. Popov sends it to the outside line. Defending the place is going to be Key Nakamura-Berta. K&B, Bondarev, Popov, still in the same order after all of that. Absolutely remarkable stuff. As they went wheel to wheel in the battle for the lead. That was dramatic. That was dramatic and then some. Into the chicane. Bondarev doing his best at the moment to go on the attack. Is he going to be able to do it is the question. Time is running out. Time is ticking. He has to get on with it. It will be now or never type scenario coming his way in a few moments time. And meanwhile Newman, she's on the back of Popov as well. Here we go. Who's going to win this race? Trying to break the toe. Kei Nakamura Berta knows he has to defend. Bondarev will go on the attack once again. Here we go. Down into Tamburello. And Bondarev is gonna inch ahead. Take the lead. He's wheel to wheel. And this time he's got through. Bondarev goes to the lead of the race. He's managed to clear Kei Nakamura Berta. And finally, it's a change of the lead after he tried for so long. Meanwhile, Popov has lost one place. He's lost 2 positions. Might even be 3 in a few moments' time. Popov and KNB both drop down. Finally, this order changes after it remained so similar for so long. The change has come in. Oh, contact! And that is gonna be a car with severe damage into Piratella. Surely this one doesn't end well. They're all pushing each other through. There's a whole train of cars arriving down to Villeneuve. Gomez moves up to 4th. Popov drops down to 5th. And Kei Nakamura Berta has been given a last warning for driving standards. Race controller not happy with his driving up against Bondarev. And they have dished out that warning. But finally came the moment for Bondarev to take the position. Finally. Just finally. Here we go. Into Rarazza. Round the final corner. Foot to the floor again. And Salim Hadda is going to look to try and make an overtake on Popov. Let's see whether he can do it. Around the outside line. That's brave. And that's brilliant because he's made the overtake. And he's taken the place. Superb stuff. As they navigate their way by. Kei Nakamura Berta is under investigation. Deep breath. We are not done yet. Championship leader is under investigation as it stands. Could this be a major moment in this contest? Oh! Contact for Bart Harrison. And that is him off the road. Drama. Drama for Bart Harrison. As he slows down. Oh! Off we go into the gravel for Dante Vinci. And he's off the road. Well, he's having a torrid day, isn't he? He's having a torrid day, Dante Vinci. Well, we're about to go on to the last lap of this race. How about that, everybody? No safety car. They'll just let this one race, and then the drivers will have to go slowly through the parts of the circuit where there is trouble. Bondarev and Kei Nakamura Berta. Two very talented drivers. And it's the fastest lap on the penultimate lap for Alexander Bondarev. And finally, it looks like it's going to be heading his way. This one's going to be deserved for Bondarev. After so much of bad luck and misfortune, finally, his day is going to arrive. And these are the moments that drivers will savour And if anyone had any doubts about Bondarev's talent, I think he's shown, even though he can be a bit inconsistent, but his high moments can be so high and can be so great. We arrive down to Variante Alta chicane. Key Nakamura still putting pressure on his teammate. But what a day for Alexander Bondarev, who got a brilliant launch off the line. He maintained the lead. He lost the lead a few moments later, but then he fought back. He fought all the way till the end. And finally the move came. It was an audacious move to go round the outside. And all of the bad luck can be behind him, because victory is in front of him. The Williams Jr. comes across the line. And Alexander Bondarev finally wins this season. After all of the bad luck. After everything he's gone through in Italian F4 2025. Finally, a highlight of his campaign. Another highlight for Prema. Bondarev, overall winner, rookie winner, and it's Key Nakamura in second, and Newman Shi gets third. Remarkable stuff, all the way till the end. That was a great race, and a race that delivered. Well, thank you very much to everyone who's joined us. That'll be it from Imola. That is it. Italian F4's done, and so is Freca. We will be back in the Italian F4 Championship for 2 more rounds this year to crown a champion. We'll see you then. Goodbye.